anyway, I was saying that I have decided to insulate this building. In fact, Honey Baby was talking about that she wants to put a rowing machine and an elliptical, which is an exercise machine. I'm not what you'd call big on exercise myself. You know, for me, exercising is okay. I was going to walk down to the lake now, but I'm not all big on, you know, I'm going to stand in one spot and work on some kind of machine to get me some, you know, some heart rate and stuff. I just have a hard time convincing myself that that's what I want to do. So, but my Honey Baby, she's like the exact opposite of me in so many ways, and one of them ways is she'll go out and run, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles or something, a couple, 3 times a week, and go down to the gym and work out. And when she's home, she's on those exercise machines and stuff, you know. That's how come she looks so young and pretty, being older than I am and such. But I think what I started out to say was that it's expensive to do something like making a building like that workable. And one thing you need around here is insulation, because it gets a little chilly in the winter. It ain't too bad right now, but it gets good and hot in the summer. So I figured, well, if I could insulate that building, I could poke a little heater out there for the winter. You know, a little propane heater would be good enough for that, because like I say, it's cold. People down here think it's cold today. It got down to like 40 or something. But then I could also put a window air conditioner in the back of it. That'd be enough to keep that thing, you know, good and cool and everything. So rather than buy new insulation, which would have run me about $500 for about half that, or maybe a little less, I was able to find insulation that I could buy from a person, you know, rather than going down to a store. And I don't know if this is used insulation or what, but you know, as long as it's good, I don't care. As long as it's good and it works, I'm good with it. So he's going to get some on hand. He said it's taking a few days to get some collected up, but he's going to get some on hand. Give me a call when he does. I'm going to go and buy that. Excuse me. That's the sandwich that I made me a sausage sandwich. Honey Baby made some blueberry muffins, and I got me some of that. Harry Faber, I seen him this morning. He was talking about making a sausage toad over in France. Now, he's British, keep that in mind, but he lives in France, and he made a sausage toad, and he challenged me to make one. Well, I went to the store to get some sausage, and there was some good old southern hot sausage there, so I got me some of that. And Honey Baby made up some blueberry muffins, so I came home, I fried up some of that hot sausage and had hot sausage and blueberry muffins. Oh, wasn't that good? So anyway, but whatever it was I was saying about insulation, I think I was talking about insulation. And so I figured what I'd do is put some insulation on them walls and up in the roof. And Mad Dog Bobby gave me some old tin a while back. I'm going to put that on the walls. And if I can find some more scrap lumber somewhere, I might have to put that on the walls too. One of the things I've been thinking about doing is I found a place that sells these big highway signs that you see when you go down the road. Big old things, you know. Well, those things are often painted on a tarp or a canvas. And when they get, you know, when somebody else rents the sign, they just pull them down. And there's a warehouse somewhere where they put all those things in the warehouse. You can buy one for, I don't know, 35, 40, 50 bucks or something like that. And that piece of tarp on that sign's enough to cover all the inside of that building. So I was thinking I might get me one of them sign tarps and put it all up inside that building, up in the ceiling and on the walls, and then put that tin as far as it'll go on the walls too, you know, and then that'd be enough to cover the walls. And I might add a hole for the air conditioner. I might put another window in the back of it at some point, but that'll make that a nice little space out there. I also thought I might just run water out there and have a sink, just because I can, and you know, that way we have a little sink out there. And I might even at some point, well, I've already got a little refrigerator out there, so I might even put a little stove or something in it. Anyway, I just walked down the lake while y'all was, you know, just listening to me. I was walking. I'm gonna flip this camera out so you can see where we're at. Look at this water. Just look at it. Look how clear it is here. You can see right down in the water there. Oh, the joy. Somebody asked me a while back, why would I leave that beautiful Maine? I was putting up pictures of all that snow. Why would you ever leave that to live in a field in Georgia? Well, I told them it's because I like to sit naked outside and watch the sun come up in the morning, but that ain't really the truth. A big part of the truth is I got this little piece of water right here. I was thinking just this morning of pulling out the kayak, dragging it down here, and setting my big old fat self down inside of it with a fishing pole and just floating around out there. And it's not real warm today. I might have mentioned it's in the 40s. I think it got up to about 50 a while ago, but it's much warmer than it is up yonder where I came from. They had like below zero temperatures and a bunch of snow on the ground. And it's like I told Honey Baby, you know, up there, if you go outside, let's just say like if Charlie wants to go to the potty and I'm letting him outside, I just open the back door and like several layers of skin freezes and falls off. It's like I turn around and part of me shatters and gets left laying there on the floor all frozen hard, you know. So up here you don't get that so much. Sometimes I just see things. 63 Impala would say, squirrel.